would say we were good together. I would say we had fun, but our trails will never run forever. Something else is on your mind, like everything that's good in life.
Good morning, Vietnam!
These are two very sleepy beans right now. I am exhausted.
And that's right, you guessed it, we are in Vietnam, and behind us is a lovely view of Vietnam.
I know, so we've got up, it's about 5:30 in the morning, the sun's just peeking up over the hills and there's misty mountains everywhere. It couldn't be more idyllic.
But it isn't as amazing as it sounds. Well, it is as amazing as it sounds, but we've been here for 4 days and it's been raining a lot.
Every day it's been hammering it down.
And we are leaving today, so we're only going to be doing one video here, which is really sad for you guys and for us.
Yeah, heartbreaking.
Ooh. Here's Vietnam in the morning. So, unbelievably tired right now, guys.
Yeah.
And
this boy especially, because he was up at what time to watch the football game?
So Liverpool were playing in the semi-final of the Champions League, and they are my team, and I will wake up at any time to see them. But it's meant that I've only had less than 2 hours sleep. But we're flying today, so we need to get a video done. So this is where we are.
And the sun's out, so we have to make the most of it. We have to go and explore. And we've looked loads of where is the best place to go, what's the best viewpoint, where's the best place to sunrise, and there's nothing. Nothing, guys. So this is a massive risk. We don't know where we're going really. We're just
driving,
picking a place on a map that looks kind of good. So
we're just driving, looking for a viewpoint. We've already found one on the way here, but we're going to keep going up. Hopefully we're going to get even better vantage point. So let's go.
Okay, so we've just been driving for about another 10 more minutes and we've come across this forest. Al's urinating in the background, but honestly guys, this is absolutely beautiful. It's not what we had in mind. We were kind of looking for a viewpoint or a lookout point over the hills, but this is actually better. Look at that. Al, what do you think of the scenery?
This is ridiculous. I don't know if you can see down there, there's like, I don't know what to call that.
I don't know, it's like little streams.
River, not river.
A stream.
What's a body of water?
I would say a pond.
Pond, there you go. But what's pretty gutting, guys, is that we haven't fixed our drone yet. So this would be amazing time. This is a bit heartbreaking. We also didn't bring our Osmo this trip, so the driving montage would have been amazing. But this trip was more about just visa run, get out of Bangkok, and also to do some digital nomad stuff and just have a break. But unfortunately, yeah, we didn't bring all our good camera equipment, so I'm a bit gutted because this is amazing.
Oh. So we're going to keep going down the hill, see what we can find. This is absolutely stunning, so I feel like even if this is the best that we see, I'm pretty bloody happy with this.
So waking up early is definitely not in my favourite things to do. However, a lot of you have been saying about sunrises and sunsets for happiness. And we said to ourselves, we have to do it once while we're here. So we waited till the last day, of course, because who would actively choose to get up early? And with coming up early comes a nice bit of grouchiness and grumpiness from...
Excuse me? That is so not true. This guy has been the grumpiest boy I've ever met in my life.
Some people can't deal with the truth when they're being grumpy.
Goodness.
Is this your way of apologising on camera?
No, it's definitely not my way of apologising because I've done nothing wrong.
Maybe I've been a little bit grumpy this morning, guys, but I've had less than 2 hours sleep. But this is so good, and this is making up for it, that even if I have to spend it with this one, this is still good.
And Liverpool won this morning.
And Liverpool did win today, so it is a good day. We've seen up here, it looks like we found a little clearing in the path that
Try not to fall over.
So we're gonna just go and climb up this little mountain now to go and try and get a view of this sunrise and eat our tasty picnic. Go on, Em, you go first, be my canary down the mine. So one thing that we are definitely guilty of is that we do not get off the beaten path as much as we would like to, and probably that even we say we do.
It's true. Actually, since the Philippines, I've been really excited to get off the beaten path. I think it's kind of reignited that desire to do so.
Yeah, especially like the Witches project. If you've seen the Witches videos we did, that was so awesome just to go and do something that's very unique and different. So it's just something that we're trying to keep in our mind, especially about happiness, doing things that are against the grain. So, like, we want a viewpoint and we can't find a designated one, so we'll just make our own. There are some cool birds, look at that.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
You can't really see, but that bird is really colourful. But this view is insane. Insane. Okay, we've got to keep going because we are very hungry beans right now. And this is going to be the coolest picnic I've ever had.
I'm wondering if this bird's protecting its nest or something. He's freaking out.
And something else that we've discovered is really helping with the happiness is that since we went back to Bangkok a couple of months ago, we have been exercising a lot. We're trying to get those endorphins, and that is something that we are trying to take into our travels as well as a bit of exercise. You wouldn't realise compared to how tired this person is right now, but we have actually been doing a lot and we are getting so much fitter, and it is really great.
It's amazing. Like, I think it's easy to forget how enjoyable exercise is until you get into it, but you have to give yourself a chance. You know, if you just do exercise for a week or so, of course you're not going to get into it. It's miserable. But you give yourself a month, 6 weeks, I love it now.
And a few years ago, we were really, really healthy and fit. Before we started this YouTube channel, we did a lot of exercise at the time. But once we started traveling and
It's
eating and drinking,
very easy to fall off the wagon when you're traveling.
Yeah.
Alcohol, socializing, you want to try all the local foods, you want to just enjoy yourself. So, and the hot weather also. I used to go running a lot in the UK, but the weather in Thailand, I don't like running in that.
So I know it's very cliche. If you're watching this and you are struggling in some way with some kind of happiness, mental health, just anything, it's so cliche, but do some exercise, because I think until you do that, at least you're giving yourself a chance. If you're not doing that, you're really having an uphill battle. So Emma's just telling us about why exercise is good for us, and then she walked along and she said, Alex, be careful, there's barbed wire, and she's got herself caught like a bloody badger or a bear in a bear trap.
I literally can't get out. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to take my trousers off. You should be helping. I'm not laughing at me.
This is the funniest thing.
No. Ah. Oh, I'm free.
So literally Emma was just walking up and she said, oh Alex, be careful, there's barbed wire. And I was like, yeah, no, I've seen it. And then I looked down to look at the view, and then I just said, ah! And she's fallen over and she's caught in the barbed wire. It doesn't even make sense. How did that happen?
That's me all over.
So we're basically at the top here of this peak, and I think this is as good a spot as any to sit down and have some breakfast and look out at this ridiculous view.
Also, a little fact about Lat is there is a very strong French influence here, which means a lot of baguettes. So, for breakfast, we got a baguette. I'll leave you to do the food bits from now on.
And I've been waiting, waiting, waiting for the future. And I've been waiting, waiting, waiting for us. And I've been wishing, wishing, wishing for your laughter to land on me. Lay your trust, your burden. Lay your hope on me, babe. Take this love that I got, if you want it.
We got up and we've gone for a bit further a walk. We've gone over the hill. We want to see what's on the other side. And walking here, guys, this is crazy. There is loads of these tiny, tiny little spider webs, and they're just kind of like lacing the floor. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see what it looks like, but it looks crazy. So everything here, all of that white stuff you can see is all spider webs. Have you ever seen anything like that before? And I don't know if you can see how far it goes, but it's everywhere. It's everywhere, guys.
Guys, we have reached the peak. We're at the highest point that we can see anywhere nearby. This is incredible. I'm so happy that we decided to get up for sunrise. For all of you that suggested getting up for sunrise, thank you. Great suggestion. We are definitely going to do this more often. But one of the main things that we need to show you, which is something you have to do when you come to Vietnam, is, I'm sorry, Alex just flashed me, so it's a little bit distracting. Answer for your crimes. So one of the things you have to try when you're in Vietnam is the Vietnamese coffee. It's famous for coffee. You have to try it. De Lat is supposed to be some of the best coffee around. So we are going to try and find an iced tea house with a view. So we have found a great coffee spot here. Excuse the music. There's loud music everywhere here. But look at this view. You have this incredible view, and we have the famous Cafe Sua, which I'm probably pronouncing completely incorrectly, but this is the famous coffee in Vietnam. With the Cafe Sua, we have the drip coffee on top, directly on top of the cup. Inside the cup, you have some condensed milk, and this is just a super strong black coffee that slowly drips into the condensed milk, and whenever it's completely empty, you take off the drip and you stir it all together, and it is very strong and very sweet and delicious. Okay, so after waiting a few minutes, it's finally ready to drink. So to check that it's ready, you just have to take the top off, and you can see there's no liquid left inside. It is empty. Just have some coffee grounds in there. So pop this over here. And then underneath, that is that deliciously sweet, sickly condensed milk with super strong black coffee. And then you mix it all together.
You got yourself a stew.
You got yourself a delicious Vietnamese coffee. Oh my god, I'm so excited. It's like tar. Yes. Oh, that's amazing. That's probably the best one we've had yet.
Nice.
Really, really strong. But the sweetness just takes that bitterness away. It's really good.
I think this is the perfect time to wrap it up, guys. It's the end of the video. Yay!
Oh my goodness. He's had so much caffeine. Okay.
If you like the video, guys, there's a thumb. You press it. If it's down, you press it. I don't really care anymore. Press one of them. Choose. But if you like us, don't press the down one. If you don't like us, I don't give a shit. Press the down ones. Leave us a horrible comment.
If you don't like us, I don't really know why you've been watching
You haven't got
all the
this
way
far.
to the end of this video, to be honest.
You haven't got this
so
far.
If you're giving us a dislike now, you've got a problem. You're hate watching. That's what you're doing.
Comment. We always like it. It's always the same. It's something we do on this channel. You say something nice and sort of feeds our ego for about 5 minutes, and then we get depressed again. So leave us there. Just keep us topped up if you can, please.
And if you haven't already, make sure you please subscribe.
We love it when you subscribe.
It makes us happy.
There's almost 13,000 of you at this moment of writing this. Like, hopefully by the time this is released, there is 13,000. So, hey guys.
Exciting. Hi.
Okay, this is when we say beans out, and I say it in a really relaxed, calm manner, and it goes a little something like this. Beans out.